stuff on my stuff, Just flashes of thoughts streaming in. That's why everyone just doesn't want to stop and just go out and drink and do things of distraction because they don't really want to know the truth. Reminds me of the song, what do you do when they're afraid of you? What are you gonna do? Well, settling. Just like there's, it's, how would you else explain it? Say it, It's like, the gift and the grace in this life that we have, We're all living and breathing. So what do you feel from such circumstances that are what would be, the real to you that you would do it to others, but you wouldn't want it done yourself, or you want to do unto others because it's something that you would like to be going around and coming around, you know what I mean? But I know there's a clearing you have to have. And, what I'm saying? I haven't heard it, but it's like a clearing in your mind. To where you wake up, you think, and you thank Jehovah, Yahweh, Yeshua, for your very being alive, and to help us get to that understanding, get through all this despicable, to get through all this indecisive, to get through all this divisible, the distractions that are what's keeping you all from, or are you already all there and I'm just trying to catch up? You see? Well, I don't think so, because what I see in the behaviors, in all the distractions. But it's a meditation. The transcendental meditation that came to America, they had a Maharishi, and the guy died, and I'm putting in an application, because, that's the place to be. It's not to be that outspoken, that seen that Maharishi, that guy, It's what that represents, and to become that, So it wasn't him, it's not me, it's just the will. I would dare to think to say it's the will, because it's coming to earth, like it or not. And it's approaching, I would say, very quickly, to where there will be a time. And you remember the show, if you've seen the Ten Commandments, where what was that guy's name? He always plays this part, he's kind of whatever, but he was mixed in with the Moses group, and he tagged along with the Moses group just to survive, And that's what, the governments and their corporations, what they get figured out and stuff, and then they put everybody underground that they want to save, and then whenever this thing hits, we'll be dust again. That's just the way it is. Perhaps there will be a few saved. But it would be like the jungles in, Africa and South America. Mostly South America, I think, or which one has the most jungle natives now, because they're all being brought into civilization, and man, that's mucking them up, Look how they're breeding like rats, like termites, like roaches, they're just not being bad, but they're just so plentiful, so populated, God, it's too much. Well, then that gives us an excuse. Let's get rid of them, But this time coming around, and it's what comes around, goes around, comes around, I remember a guy saying that to me one time, and somebody should have, I guess you have to figure it out, And so my writings and all my doing is what's going around, and it comes around. And I remember writing before, I can recall back in the days, my memory's coming back a little bit home and now, and to where I've said those things, and I meant them. It's just out, through the universe that we know of, to the unknown. This love, this feeling, this will, and it to be in everyone, because the promise is when this comes back. And this is from the very beginning times of Adam and Eve, when they crossed over. And they grieved so after that, the books say they actually died from such grief, because they know they really effed up. Oh, God. Can you believe that, to be in that type of state and not, it's like me, I guess, be in that kind of state and not even knowing. But it's just something that carries your life on and protects you. And it's the will of the grace. But those that don't have it, those that, just checking, getting a flash on here, and sometimes it turns it off while I'm recording. Right at some precious moments, where it gets meaningful. I don't feel like that right now. So, there goes one remote. But it's the will, and it's the grace, and it's coming as promised. And there's so much time that is involved. And my gosh, this could keep going on past me, past him, past him, past him, past him, century, 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 to where it gets to a time where, the past would be remolded, reshaped, not even spoken of, because of some newer thing interjected in because of other countries being conquered, and to the victors go all the spoils, and they write history, so you get to read, this is what we did. This is what you are. This is why you are, because of this greatness. But that's enough of that greatness. We don't do that anymore. You just go to work, pay your taxes, and let's keep doing what we're doing. Corporations are fine. So where's my free health care from the dividends paid out from my Social Security funds around this world, corrupting world, and hoping to unincorporate that bad part, to bring it on a will, because this will's coming, and the time, I don't know, who knows, but there's signs in the heaven and this earth when it tells you, and that's when you hope that you're reborn in that spirit, in that blessedness, in that grace, and that love. And you try to act that, you try to be that, it seems. No schemes, no money, no dealings, no dirty, no lying, no stealing, no cheating, no murdering, none of that stuff. And your life's just gonna be different. But then it puts on this screen and you see it. Yeah, what a shame. And the laws regulating aren't really there to erase it, but just put up with it because there's social ties and the medias and the politicians and the law and the corruption that keeps this stuff going on. Well, I gotta drink some coconut water. I was watching the Raptors. They have a family life, the adults, the juniors, the young ones are not even squawking here. They've already learned how to feed themselves. Yes. Because these guys, there's a male come flying in there. There's a black male come up the other day, just shiny, like adult, but he wasn't yet. And he was squawking. And he was falling around, and his mother would pick up food and imitate, and he started doing but it's like he hasn't learned to do it on his own yet, that she still had to show him, It just seems the mothers have a lot to show and protect you from if they're strong. If they're not, you just get ran over. Well, I'm gonna have to drink a shot of my stuff. Well, it's like 12 and a half minutes and nothing much, so here come the European collards now. What do we got there? Yeah, she's boy. Well, sometimes they have hurt feet, hopping on one. Mourning doves haven't made it back again. It's after 10ish, so they're usually down on the front. Whoop, here he goes. Well, good morning. Good morning, midday. I was sitting here and just the birds to talk to. Watch your behaviors. You have to mention, the mourning doves, they have, dominance, and they know wing fu. They get to flopping and beating on each other. It's funny. Well, peace out. 14. Should have some music playing, but then, hell with the fan blowing, I forgot. You probably won't even know what the hell I'm saying. Oh.